All right, I want to take a second to take you back 23 years ago to 1998, when the world was first witnessing the birth of the internet with the dot-com era. And although this was a very fast and rapidly changing environment, a very prominent entrepreneur had this to say. That's been one of my mantras: focus and simplicity. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple. But it's worth it in the end because once you get there, you can move mountains. Now, this was none other than co-founder and former CEO of Apple, Steve Jobs. And although he emphasized simplicity, it has not been the simplest of time for Apple lately. They have had to overcome the stresses of the chip shortage and have even had to cut down on 10 million new iPhone 13 units as a result of it. And although it sounds very gloomy and complicated, complex problems such as this one usually have simple answers. And by the end of this video, I will show you at least a temporary remedy of how Apple can mitigate the effects of the chip shortage using the process of refurbishment. As a computer science student at Florida International University and a devoted iPhone user myself, I thank you for have given me this opportunity to put a band-aid on the chip shortage. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, what is this refurbishment term you keep throwing around? And how can we actually use that to our advantage? Well, to get started, refurbishment could be anything as simple as replacing the battery of your phone, which would in turn extend the lifetime. Now, as you can see here on the right, very popular iPhone models around the world are considered to be older versions. I myself am an owner of an iPhone 7, and customers like me would gladly pay Apple to refurbish our phones and enhance the performance just a little bit until we can get our hands on the newer iPhone models, such as the iPhone 13, which have been severely affected. And now you're probably asking yourself another question. Well, this sounds great and all, but how do we actually go about implementing this process? And the good thing is that Apple already has an existing ecosystem for refurbishing phones. It's called Apple Care Plus, as you can see right here. The way it works is that customers pay a subscription of $10 to $13 a month to have services such as replacing the battery of their phone and only taking into account iPhone 7s, this could net Apple upwards of $1 billion. So if you consider all other iPhone versions, this number will be significantly higher. And the best part is that this will have zero to little initial cost of Apple, so its yield net profit would be extremely high. Now, I will leave you with this quote by Albert Einstein. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. The man who came up with general relativity, certainly some of the most complex problems in all of science, emphasized simplicity. And simplicity will be the driving factor as we work to implement this plan in the next few weeks. Again, thank you so much for having given me this opportunity and have a great day.